outfit anywhere. I'm just going to find another show to come back in.
And when you watch it, and we will be here.
Yeah, I drank it. I know. I remember it. Yeah, it was. I drank it. Yeah, I live in Do you? No way.
Oh, I really want to come.
Have you been out? Nice. Yeah, that's all my wife. Thank you.
Wildcat game.
What's that? Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you.
See you again. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, but what does done mean is the question.
This is the con exclusive.
Get out of here.
Last one.
Yep.
Seriously.
Last one. That's the very last one.
No shit.
You and Jensen got him.
I'm pissed off because like I didn't get one of the cars that was handed out. Not the actual car, but like I saw a tweet about yeah. And I was like, so hard. I was like, I want that shirt. Like, oh, this was last year. I don't have it. So was it two?
Yeah, the Kansas here.
Thank y'all. Sorry for
Thank you. Thank you.
I do want one. A car would be fun.
Holly will help you out.
Yeah. And I'll eBay. I'll be eBay.
Thank you, everyone.
Charlie, bye guys. Again, sorry, it's your birthday. It makes you feel better. I gave it to Tom and Shep, whatever my bug was. I had a bad stomach. I know. It didn't mean like gallows.
So it's come to after 15 years.
Hello.
Hello.
My name's Jensen.
Oh, really?
What do you do? Nice to meet you.
What brings you here?
Stranger Things.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. You've done the show for a long time, 15 years. As it's gone on, do you feel it's gotten harder or easier to sustain it, to keep it moving, to keep that engine going after all these years?
I think it's gotten easier.
Really?
In the beginning, we were very much on the bubble. We didn't know if we were going to live to see the next season. That we survived a merge where WB and UPN merged as one, and the president of Warner Brothers, or of the WB network, David Gennellari, who was a big champion for Supernatural, did not make the transition. Don Ostroff, who was president of UPN, she ended up taking the desk at CW. So she kind of inherited us, and we didn't know if she was going to keep us on because we weren't her show. And luckily, the show found an audience big enough to justify keeping it around. And as we started to continue down the road, and we got to season 3 and then season 4 and season 5, we really kind of locked into a good sized market. Then I think that's when we started to really hit cruise control. And once we knew we were kind of out of the woods as far as getting the axe, we were able to kind of just dial in and not be nervous about whether or not we were going to have a job, but really dial into the characters and dial into the storytelling, and because when you take that kind of nervousness of that unknown of like, is this the last season? Is this the last episode? You can really sit back and start to let those creative juices flow. So I feel like these past few years have been some of our best seasons, some of our best years, and for me, been some of the most fun storytelling and playing Dean because I'm so comfortable with this character and snapping into it. In fact, some of the guest stars that come on the show who haven't been on the show before, Jared and I will be talking about something stupid, I'm sure, and laughing and cutting up and just being real idiots because that's the kind of set we have. And then they'll be slating the camera. Cameras are rolling, sound is rolling, locations has locked it up, and they're literally about to yell action, and we're still laughing at a stupid fart joke, and they yell action, and we just snap right into character. And for the guest stars who are there, they're going like, "What's going on? What's happening? Are we not doing the scene?" So I'll never forget one guest star. Just we did a scene, and the camera operator was like taking his pants down in the middle of the scene to try to make us laugh, and I'm trying to make somebody else laugh, and I mean it was just like a tomfoolery at its best. And when they yelled cut, the guest star just looked at us. She was like, "Who are you people?" We are supernatural.
How did you start discussions about ending the show with Jared, with Bob Singer? How did that come about?
Those discussions probably started happening about 2 years ago, and it wasn't like it wasn't necessarily how, it was when. Jared's a father of 3. I'm a father of 3. We've got young ones at home. We've got when we started the show, we were young, single, and now we're both married, 3 children, and I think it was just getting to a point where we were getting pulled, and it was getting heavy with wanting to be able to concentrate and focus on our job, but then also trying to be a present figure at home. And so I think we started having those conversations of we should do it before the product suffers. We should do it before before it gets hard to tell the story, before the characters become too elusive from us and the show goes downhill. He and I were like, yeah, I don't want to be there when the car runs out of gas. And so that kind of started the conversation with each other, with other people, and it just kind of was all roads kind of pointed to, let's go out on top, and let's do it in season 15.
For a long time, you were saying you wanted Butch and Sundance ending.
Yeah.
Lately, you've been saying more open ending. How are you feeling about the ending now that you know what it is?
To be honest, it was I had trouble digesting it, and it took me a while to kind of understand, and it didn't come to me on my own. I made a few phone calls to some folks to get their opinion and ask them why am I tripping over this, and I realized I'm just too close to it. I'm too close to these guys. I'm too close to the story, and for any sense of finality to that, I wasn't willing to accept it. I've now gotten some clarity on why this is a great way to go, and that's given me a lot of comfort.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Find another show to come back.
And when you watch it, and we will be here. I brought you some stress to bring some for fun. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I drank it. I know. I remember it. Yeah, it was. I drank it. Yeah, I lived it. Do you? No way.
Oh, I really want to come.
Have you been out? Nice. Yeah, that's all my wife. Thank you. What's that? Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you.
See you again. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
But what it's done mean is the question, right?
This is the context.
Get out of here.
Last one. Yep.
Seriously.
Last one. That's the very last one.
No shit. Thank you.
Jensen got him.
I'm pissed off because I didn't get one of the cars that was handed out. Not the actual car, but I saw a tweet about, yeah. I was like, and I told Holly, I was like, I want that shirt. Like, oh, this was last year. I don't have it. So, was it 2?
Yeah, the Kansas here.
Thank y'all. Sorry for
Thank you. Thank you.
I do want one. A car would be fun.
Holly will hook you up.
Yeah. And I'll make I'll be eBay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, honey. Bye, guys. Again, sorry, it's your birthday. It makes you really better. I gave it to Tom and Chef, whatever my bug was. I had a bad stomach bug. I know. It didn't mean like
We would say